Welcome to the Grid Gossip. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most crucial elements in Formula One racing, the tires. More specifically, we'll explore the different tire compounds used in F1, why they matter so much, and how they influence race strategy and performance. So buckle up, and let's get started. In Formula One, tires are the only part of the car that touches the track, making them absolutely critical. The entire race strategy, lap time, and even safety depend heavily on the tire's performance. Tires must provide the perfect balance of grip, durability, and temperature management. The wrong tire choice can make or break a driver's race. Since 2011, Pirelli has been the exclusive tire supplier for F1, constantly innovating to keep up with increasing speeds, changing regulations, and diverse circuits. But what makes one tire different from another is the compound, which is essentially the mix of rubber and other materials that determines how hard or soft the tire is. In the current 2025 F1 season, Pirelli offers 6 slick dry weather compounds labeled from C1 to C6, where C1 is the hardest and C6 the softest. Each compound balances grip and durability differently. C1, hardest, offers the longest life and highest durability, but has the least grip. Ideal for circuits where tires face heavy loads and high wear. C2 to C5, medium to soft compounds. Various intermediate levels offering a balance between grip and longevity. These are chosen depending on track surface abrasiveness and race conditions. C6, softest, ultra-soft compound. Introduced recently for very smooth or street circuits, provides maximum grip but wears out quickly. For wet conditions, there are 2 additional treaded tires. Intermediates, green sidewall, for damp or slightly wet surfaces. Full wets, blue sidewall, for heavy rain and very wet tracks. On each race weekend, Pirelli selects 3 compounds out of the 6 to be used, typically 1 hard, 1 medium, and 1 soft, but these selections vary based on the track's characteristics and weather. While the compounds are designated as C1 to C6 internally, for viewer clarity and race day communication, Pirelli uses a color coding system, white hard tire, e.g. C1 or whichever compound is hardest available that weekend, yellow, medium tire, red, soft tire, softest compound available that weekend. This color system helps fans easily identify what tires drivers are using during the race. Each compound offers a different trade-off. Soft tires give the best grip and fastest lap times, but degrade faster. Hard tires last longer, but sacrifice grip and make lap times slower. Medium tires sit somewhere in between. This creates a strategic challenge. Teams must decide when to push for speed with softer tires and when to prioritize longevity with harder tires. For example, during qualifying, teams may opt for softer tires to set the fastest single lap. But during the race, durability is key to minimize pit stops and maintain consistent pace. Moreover, F1 regulations require drivers to use at least 2 different dry tires during a race, meaning at least 1 pit stop is mandatory when the track is dry. Tire compounds heavily influence when and how many pit stops teams make. For instance, starting on soft tires might give a quick advantage off the line in early laps. Switching to medium or hard tires later can mean fewer stops and a stable pace. If drivers want to catch up or defend, they may gamble on fresher soft tires. The tire degradation rate depends on track temperature, asphalt abrasiveness, and driving style. So teams meticulously monitor tire wear data live during races to adapt strategy on the fly. Additionally, Pirelli provides 13 sets of dry tires per driver per weekend, including intermediate and full wet tires for rainy conditions. Drivers must manage these sets carefully across practice, qualifying, and race sessions. Modern F1 tires are 18 inches in diameter, wider and with a larger contact patch than earlier 13-inch tires used until 2021. This change improved warm-up times and limited overheating and degradation. However, overheating remains a big concern. If tires run too hot, they can suffer from problems like blistering, flat spotting, or delamination, all of which severely reduce performance or force unscheduled pit stops. Teams use tire blankets to keep tires at optimal temperature before use. This ensures tires are ready to provide the right grip immediately when the car hits the track after a pit stop or start. Pirelli sometimes introduces unique compounds for specific tracks. For example, the ultra-soft C6 was tested and used primarily at certain street circuits or smooth asphalt tracks like the Mexico City GP. Hard compounds like C1 are reserved for abrasive circuits like Spa or Silverstone, where tire wear is a major challenge. Pirelli's aim is to always provide teams with strategic options while ensuring safety and spectacle. Technological advancements in F1 tire compounds have focused on improving tire performance, durability, and adaptability to the increasingly demanding characteristics of modern Formula One cars. Key advancements include new tire compounds and sizes. Since 2022, F1 tires have shifted to a larger 18-inch diameter from the previous 13-inch, allowing for a bigger contact patch, improved heat management, and different tire construction dynamics. For the 2025 season, Pirelli introduced a softest ultra-soft compound labeled C6, designed for smoother or street circuits to maximize grip, but with trade-offs on durability. Reduced degradation and heat resistance. Modern F1 cars generate more downforce and higher cornering speeds, placing greater stress on the tires. Pirelli has developed compounds specifically with less degradation and increased resistance to overheating, adapting to the extreme operating conditions of current cars while balancing strategic variability and safety. Advanced material formulations. Pirelli leverages motorsport expertise for new chemical compound formulations that improve grip across wet and dry surfaces without compromising puncture resistance or rolling resistance. For example, new smart EVO2 compounds, experimentally used in bicycle tires, reflect innovations coming from F1 technologies, focusing on grip, durability, and puncture protection. Sophisticated tire modeling and simulation. Beyond materials, significant advancements have been made in tire modeling, including thermomechanical simulation and finite element analysis. These models predict tire behavior under various loads, temperatures, and wear states in real time, enabling teams to optimize performance and strategy more precisely. Pirelli collaborates closely with F1 teams to continuously refine these models using track data. Enhanced wear and thermal management. New models now incorporate real-time prediction of mechanical wear, chemical degradation, and thermal changes. This approach helps to better understand and control complex phenomena like blistering, delamination, and flat spotting, which improvements in compound design strive to mitigate. Overall, these advancements reflect a concerted effort to optimize the delicate balance between grip, durability, and thermal performance of the tires, which is critical given the evolving technical regulations and performance demands in F1 racing. In each Formula One race weekend for the 2025 season, each driver is allocated a total of 13 sets of dry weather tires broken down as follows: 2 sets of hard tires, 3 sets of medium tires, 8 sets of soft tires. In addition, drivers also have access to wet weather tires, intermediate tires, full wet tires. An extra set of soft tires is reserved for those who reach Q3 in qualifying. The 3 compounds used each weekend are selected by Pirelli based on the specific circuit and conditions, usually including 1 hard, 1 medium, and 1 soft compound from their range, C1 to C6. This allocation is consistent for standard race weekends, with slightly different allocations for sprint event weekends where drivers receive 12 sets instead of 13. To wrap up, the F1 tire compounds are an essential part of what makes the sport so exciting and tactically complex. From the ultra-soft grippers to the durable hard compounds, Each type is carefully engineered and selected for each race to balance speed, strategy, and endurance. Understanding tires gives you a new level of appreciation for the decisions teams make every lap and pit stop, and how small changes in rubber can mean big leaps in performance. Thanks for watching the Grid Gossip. If you enjoyed this deep dive into F1 tire compounds, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more insider insights from the world of Formula One. Until next time, keep your eyes on the track and your ears tuned to the Grid Gossip.